Good morning, class. Welcome to today's class. My name is Dylan. I'll be your teacher. To start off things first, we're going to start off with a little warm-up. So go ahead and get in lines, about two lines, about 5 people deep. Go ahead and get a good distance between you guys. And to start off the warm-up today, we're going to be doing mini arm circles, just like this. Get the arms out wide. Make sure you're going in the circular motion. We're going to do this for about 15-20 seconds. Just get the arms warmed up. After about 15-20 seconds, we're going to go ahead and shake it out and go backwards. Mini arm circles again, just going backwards this time, so we get the forward and backwards motion of the arm circles. After that, go ahead and shake it out again, and then we'll be doing big arm circles forward. So go ahead and just move the arms, get the full rotation, big circles, get the arms warmed up. Shake it out about after 15-20 seconds. Going to shake it out. Then we're going to go backwards again, like we did with the mini ones. About 15-20 seconds. Just get the good stretch in your arms. Do fast if you want to. Slow it down, whatever you feel like. After that, we're going to go ahead and move to the lower body. We're going to do some knee hugs. So we can go ahead and just grab the knee, hug it up to your chest. Let it go. We can go ahead and walk with these if you want. Just hug it up, take a couple steps, hug it up, go backwards if you want, if you feel comfortable. Hug it up, don't do that. And so after we want to warm up, go ahead and bring it up on me, and I will introduce what we're doing today. So today, our lesson will be the breaststroke. Now, this video will be if you have water near you, or if you just want to learn the stroke on land. So it'll be like a hybrid kind of video, but I will be doing it on land, teaching you. So the breaststroke is one of the 4 strokes used in competitive swimming today, like in the Olympics and stuff like that. They do 100-meter breaststroke and so forth, so on. The breaststroke is the only swim stroke that does not require you to move your hands down all the way down to your hip. So all the other movements go down to the hip, stuff like that, and then backwards down to the hip. This one is the only one that doesn't. Okay, so to start off with the first activity, we're going to go ahead and do the leg kick motion of the breaststroke. So go ahead and sit down on the edge of your pool, a couch, bench, something like that, to go ahead and get this leg motion. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our legs forward, straight together, and we're going to push our toes back up towards us, and we're going to put them together. Make sure the toes are facing you, and we're going to put our feet up into a V shape. So after that, what we did in the warm-up, we're going to put our knees up to our chest, keep the toes in a V shape, and then out. Circle them back to the front. So we're going to V shape, knees to your chest, circle. Knees to your chest, V, circle. And we're just going to keep that motion. Practice that, like I said, on the side of the pool, on a bench, somewhere where you can sit. If it makes you feel better, you can even do it on your back. It may be easier for some people to do it on their back. Practice, knees, feet together, V, go up and out. Up and out. So that will help you glide yourself through the water and keep you moving straight. If you perhaps maybe kick way too far outside, you may turn in one direction. So you want to make sure to keep your feet even as possible so you can make sure to glide forward. Okay, now for the second activity, you can go ahead and maybe hop in the pool, or just again sit on a mat, sit on a bench, do something, and practice the stroke, just moving your feet, nothing else at all. If you're in the pool, go ahead and grab like a boogie board, something that'll keep you afloat, so you can just practice using your legs to kick. And just do that motion up, back, across the pool a couple times. Do it for 15 to 30 seconds on the floor if you don't have a pool necessary or open to you. And just practice that stroke with your legs to get the motion down. Like I said, it'll help you glide through the water faster, and make sure to try and keep it as even as possible. Do the circle, Toes back in the V shape, knees to the chest, kind of like you're almost touching your hamstring in a sense, and circle out back to the front. Okay, for the next activity, we're going to be learning the arm portion of the breaststroke. So for the arm portion of it, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our feet, our arms straight out right in front of us, about chest height. And what we're going to do is, like I said before, this is the only stroke that doesn't require you to get your hands to your hips. So everything's going to stay under the chin and above the chest. So we're going to have our arms out straight like this. We're going to make our arms come back under the chin. After that, elbows are going to be out. After that, we're going to act like we're drawing a heart. So you're going to get your arms back, elbows out, and go around like you're drawing a heart. Pretend you got a pen in your hand and a paper on the ground. You start straight arms out, elbows back, draw the heart. And we're just going to keep this motion going. Elbows out, under the chin, draw the heart. Draw the heart. But most importantly, throughout this whole process of the legs, the feet, the arms, you want to make sure you're breathing. Breathing is one of the most, if not the most important aspect. If you don't breathe, you're not going to be able to do your strokes long, and you're going to get tired quickly. So you want to make sure you're keeping fluid breaths throughout the whole motion of the stroke. So go ahead and practice that. About a minute or so, getting the arm motion down. If possible, get down on the ground, something like that. Actually get a big piece of paper or cardboard, something like that. Grab markers and act like you're making a heart. Draw out a heart so it helps you with the motion of the arms. Okay. Next, for the next activity, we're going to go ahead and grab that kickboard or something like that. If possible, if you're in the pool, something like that. Grab that kickboard, get in the water, and now I want you to practice the whole stroke, but with the safety of the kickboard or the pool barbell, something like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab that, get in the water, and just practice the stroke using your legs as well. So it's going to kind of look like this. You're going to go, arms out, put your toes back towards you, V shape. The whole motion of the breaststroke is we're going to go arms, breathe, kick, glide. Arms, breathe, kick, glide. All right? I know it looks a little awkward on land, but trust me, once it gets into the water, it gets a lot easier. This happens to be one of the easiest strokes to get. Most people teach it around when kids are first starting to learn how to swim. It's like one of the first strokes that they learn how to do. So after doing that, about 2 to 3 minutes, depending on what you want to do, go ahead and kick the kickboard out of there, or the pool, whatever you were keeping to keep yourself afloat if you're in the pool, and just try the stroke on your own. Make sure to keep that same motion of the arms back. Breathe, get your head out of the water, breathe, kick, glide. When your head gets back into the water, you want your eyes facing down. And then as soon as you bring your arms back, get your head out of the water, breathe, kick, glide. You'll be going forward. Fast. You can do it as fast as you want to, as slow as you want to. Just make sure you're gliding forward and you're not swaying off to the right or left. So go ahead and practice that. About 3 to 4 minutes if you want. Like I said, for the arms, make sure they're straight. Under the chin, elbows out. Make the heart. Just imagine yourself drawing that heart the whole time. With your feet, make sure they're straight too. Toes back towards you. Make the V. Knees up to your chest. Heels to your hamstring. Make the circular motion out. If you notice, you're making a circular motion both with your arms and your legs. Okay, after you guys are done, go ahead and bring it together. We're going to go ahead and bring it in together for a closure. So for the closure today, go ahead and get with a partner, and I want you to discuss what was the easiest part of the breaststroke in your opinion. All right, for the next question, I'm gonna go ahead and ask, what is the most important aspect of any swimming stroke ever? Number one thing. Okay, next I'm gonna ask, what was the shape that we made with our arms during the arm motion of the breaststroke? repeated a lot, so this should be an easy one. And for the next question, what were some cues that I used? I know I used a lot. Try and think of some that I said. Just a couple, maybe 2 or 3 cues that I recited during the whole lesson. Last but not least, what direction do your toes point when you're doing the kicking motion? Are they backwards, towards you? Where are they at? So that's going to conclude my lesson for today. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Again, this was the breaststroke, and my name's Dylan, and thank you for coming for my lesson.